Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we explore complex topics to uncover their core insights, just for you. Today, our focus is on Sindhudurg in Maharashtra, India, a region undergoing a truly profound transformation. We're going to unpack how massive infrastructure development is reshaping its landscape, creating both incredible opportunities and, well, some significant hurdles, too.
That's right. We've been looking at some comprehensive material detailing how a multimodal connectivity matrix, essentially is a sophisticated combination of air and road networks, is acting as a powerful catalyst for change in this district. Our mission today is really to guide you through what this means for real estate, the economy, and, the future of Sindhudurg.
And for those of you tracking regional development, Sindhudurg offers a particularly compelling case study. It really shows how connectivity can fundamentally reshape a place, full of insights about rapid development and its ripple effects. Okay, let's dive into the specifics then. What are these foundational infrastructure projects really doing to drive such a significant shift in Sindhudurg?
It's truly a powerful combination. There are three key projects really driving this. First, you have the Sindhudurg Airport, known as Chipi, that became operational in 2021, directly improving domestic air access to the district.
Okay, so direct flights in.
Exactly. But maybe even more impactful is the Manohar International Airport, or MOPA, over in North Goa.
Ah, MOPA, right.
Yeah, it's located just, I think, 14 kilometers from Sindhudurg's Adali industrial area, so it's a very short drive from many of Sindhudurg's southern talukas. It's incredibly close.
Wow, okay, that's much closer than people might realize.
It really is. And then thirdly, there's the Konkan Expressway. That's the Mumbai-Goa coastal highway. It's nearing completion. And this highway is set to drastically cut road travel time between Mumbai and Goa, and it runs directly through Sindhudurg, connecting numerous villages and key towns along its path.
So it's not just one thing. It's not just a road or an airport, but truly a network woven together, this trio. What's the immediate power this new network unleashes? What happens straight away?
Well, the immediate effect is a remarkable expansion of market reach. Suddenly, Sindhudurg is much easier to get to. The dual airport accessibility, Chipi plus Umpe, combined with the significantly improved road network, gives Sindhudurg sort of an unparalleled advantage.
Right.
It makes the district far more accessible to a wider demographic, tourists, investors, businesses, than just one airport or one highway ever could alone.
Okay, so more eyeballs, more feet on the ground.
Precisely. And this amplified connectivity is a major economic stimulus. These projects are driving regional connectivity, tourism, and overall economic development. They're really supporting Sindhudurg's efforts to diversify its economy into areas like tourism, pharmaceuticals, and MSMEs, that's micro, small, and medium enterprises. They're the backbone of local employment.
And potentially logistics too, I imagine.
Yes, absolutely. It positions the district as potentially attractive for logistics and distribution as well. And critically, this kind of development often sees significant shifts in value. The Umpe Airport's launch, in particular, well, it's driven what many are calling a dramatic appreciation. There are reports of property values jumping 25–40% in parts of Sindhudurg.
Wow, 25 to 40%. That's substantial.
It is. And the Konkan Expressway is also expected to cause land values to appreciate along its corridor, especially near those crucial interchanges where access is easiest.
Okay, so with this level of connectivity coming online, creating these value jumps, where exactly are the most compelling opportunities emerging for development, for investment?
Yeah, here's where it gets really interesting. One of the most prominent areas is the second home and leisure market. MOPA Airport especially seems to have really catalyzed Sindhudurg into a thriving market for, say, urban investors, retirees, holiday seekers looking for vacation homes, retirement villas, maybe rental properties.
Ah, the dream of a place near the coast.
Exactly. And along with that, the increased tourist footfall is fueling demand for a whole diverse range of tourism-related properties, everything from luxury resorts and boutique hotels to eco-lodges and maybe upgraded homestays for a more local feel.
And specific areas benefiting.
Definitely. Areas around Chipi Airport, like Melvin and Tarkarli, they're direct beneficiaries. We're also seeing activity around the planned INS Guldar artificial reef project in Vengurla and development spurred by the Swadesh Darshan tourism circuit initiatives.
It sounds like a lot of these opportunities are centered around leisure and residential. But are there also major shifts happening for more traditional commercial or, say, industrial development?
Absolutely. The Konkan Expressway is a key player here. It's unlocking previously less accessible inland areas away from the immediate coast.
Yep.
And this is stimulating demand for things like large-scale integrated townships, Gated communities, villas, plotted developments. We're seeing emerging hotspots along the highway corridor itself and near its interchanges.
Right, where people can get on and off easily.
Precisely. And the surge in tourism also means growth in commercial and ancillary services. Think restaurants, retail outlets, activity centers, things like that. Plus, you have industrial initiatives like the Adali Pharma Hub and potential port development near Reddy and Vijaydurg. These could generate demand for industrial sheds, warehouses, and related commercial real estate, especially near those new transport links.
So can we pinpoint some of these new investment hotspots? Where should people be looking?
Yeah, some specific areas are really standing out based on the information we've seen. There's the MOPA Airport Influence Zone, which covers areas like Dodamarg, Sawantwadi, and Sasoli, that southern tip closest to Goa.
Okay.
Then there's the Konkan Expressway corridor itself, particularly around the interchanges near Kankavli, Kudal, and Sawantwadi.
Makes sense. Access points.
And of course, the coastal belts that are benefiting from both the improved road access and the airports. Kudal Tehsil, specifically, is one area that's projected for significant land price appreciation.
So this isn't just about growth, is it? It's clearly about managing that growth. While these opportunities are abundant, this huge infrastructure push inevitably brings challenges that directly influence, well, how land is used and how policies get shaped.
Absolutely. That's the other side of the coin. The increased accessibility and, frankly, the speculative potential for land conversion puts significant pressure on traditional land uses, especially agricultural land. So balancing development imperatives with the need to maintain agricultural productivity and food security becomes a critical challenge for, land use planning.
A classic tension.
A classic tension, yes. And large infrastructure projects also mean substantial land acquisition. That can be incredibly complex, costly, and really impact project feasibility and timelines. Getting the land is often a huge hurdle.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Another major factor is regulatory navigation. Sindhudurg is beautiful, partly because it's ecologically sensitive. You've got the Coastal Regulation Zone, CRZ, with strict rules to protect the coast. And large parts fall within the Western Ghats Eco-Sensitive Area, or ESA, protecting the biodiversity of the mountains.
Important protections.
Vitally important. But they mean development has to navigate stringent environmental regulations. This can lead to delays, increased compliance costs, and limitations on what land is actually developable. So land use policies have to somehow integrate these environmental mandates very carefully.
That makes perfect sense. And these environmental protections are vital, like you said. Are there other infrastructure challenges that go beyond just the roads and airports themselves, like the supporting stuff?
Oh, definitely. Rapid, potentially unplanned development, the kind sometimes fueled by sudden connectivity improvements, carries risks. Risks of over-tourism, maybe degradation of the very natural and cultural assets that make the place appealing.
Right, killing the golden goose.
Right. Sort of, yeah. So land use policies really must prioritize sustainable development practices to maintain the district's long-term appeal. There's also the challenge of infrastructure lag. You build these amazing highways and airports, but what about everything else? There needs to be a corresponding upgrade in essential civic and social amenities, water supply, sanitation, power, healthcare, education, right across the district.
That support system.
Exactly. Water scarcity during the non-monsoon seasons, for instance, remains a key challenge for development across the whole district. Land use policies need to ensure there's enough land allocated and investment made in the supporting infrastructure.
Okay, and what about the market itself? You mentioned rapid price jumps. Is that stable?
Well, that's the final point, really. While rapid price appreciation creates opportunities, it also carries the risk of market volatility or even speculative bubbles. And it's not like the entire district is booming uniformly. What's fascinating is how quickly different pockets, different micro-markets within Sindhudurg are reacting. So a generalized view can be unreliable. You really need to drill down into specific neighborhoods to understand the true market story. It seems quite fragmented.
So it requires very local knowledge.
Extremely local, granular analysis. And land use policies need to be flexible enough to adapt, but also clear enough to guide development in these diverse micro-markets. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it really raises an important question. How does a region actually manage such a rapid transformation? How do you ensure long-term prosperity without sacrificing its core character or its environment?
What an exploration. It's crystal clear that the combined impact of Chipi Airport, MOPA Airport, and the Konkan Expressway is fundamentally reshaping Sindhudurg. It's opening up these unprecedented opportunities, particularly in tourism, second homes, and those integrated developments you mentioned.
Indeed, and this transformation is intrinsically linked to the district's regulatory and environmental landscape. It can't be separated. Realizing sustainable prosperity, it just necessitates very careful planning. Land use policies that effectively balance economic growth with environmental preservation, address potential social impacts, ensure adequate civic infrastructure, and provide a clear, predictable framework for development across all these diverse micro-markets. It's a tall order.
It really is. So as we see regions like Sindhudurg rapidly evolve, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? How do communities ensure that progress actually lifts everyone, while also preserving the very beauty and heritage that drew people there in the first place? It's a complex puzzle, isn't it? A fascinating challenge to consider. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll connect with you again soon.